We start. All right, so let's say hi.
Hi.
Hi, everybody. I'm the beekeeping bushman, and this is my nephew Reed. He's in from Indianapolis, and he's going to help me add a honey super onto my beehive. So we're all prepared here. We got our honey super ready to put on. We got our smoker ready, and we got our hats on. So Reed, why don't you come stand over on this side? What I'm going to do is we're going to give this a little bit of smoke right in the front of the beehive. This is just to let them know we're coming. It makes them think that there might be something wrong, so they might have to worry about getting food to take with them. And it also covers up the smells that the bees make to tell each other that there's something wrong. So bees give off this thing called a pheromone, which is a smell. And that's what makes it so that they can communicate with each other. What are you doing? Flying in here upside down. Now we're going to pop the cover right off. Okay, so there's a few on the outside here. That's okay. They normally are. Put this off to the side. Now we'll take off the inside cover. Anytime you get nervous, you can walk over to where we were setting up, okay? So now we can see probably quite a few bees on the inside here. And they're all just kind of working away. But this is what I was talking about before. So if you look down, can you look down inside here? See them all in there working away? Tons of them in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give them just a little bit of smoke so that they will move down a little bit, and we can take a look and see what these look like in here. Okay? Let's take one of these out.
I see a bunch of these.
Yep, and they all just went down. What we're going to start right here on the very edge. I'm going to take this one out and see what it looks like. See what I mean about the gloves? I have to be careful of these bees here, and if I had gloves on, it'd be hard for me to feel whether or not they've had anything there. So, this one, it looks like they're stealing all the wax to fix up the wax in other places. This one doesn't have anything in it at all. It's pretty empty. So we're just going to put it to the side. We might be too early. We might not be adding this honey super today. But if they haven't filled up this stuff here, then we're not ready to give them more room. See even more that they've taken the wax and moved it around. But see, they're storing, see that shiny liquid that's inside there, in the middle here? That's them storing the stuff that they're finding in the nearby plants, which will turn into honey. But what we want them to do is we want them to get most of this box filled up before we give them more space. If we give them more space too early, then the queen's just going to go and lay eggs in there, and then it makes it a pain for me to try and get the honey in. Yeah, this is mostly empty here. So we're early. We're not going to be putting these in. This on. The real question is do they have enough food themselves, or should I be actually putting food in here?
Whoa.
So see them all with their heads inside?
Yeah.
They're all eating. They're all drinking up all that food that they just stored. Which means probably I should be putting some food on here for them. It means that there's not quite enough food out there in the real world for them right now. Which I can do. I have all the food made already.
I think the smoke made them go and save and drink.
Yeah, and that's what's happening. It's exactly what's happening. You're right. Okay. So we're not really going to go much further on this. We're going to change our minds, and what we're going to do is we're going to close this up. close this up together here. Put this one back in. And then I'm going to go get them some food, and we're going to give them some food. That's what we're going to do. So let's close this up here. Put the cover back on. Because I'm going to put food in, I want the food is all going to go right here in jars. So I want these notches to be up so that when they come in the top, they can find the food. Put these on. And then this box over here, can you hand me that box behind you? That's what's going to protect their food from other people finding it that are not my bees. So I don't want to feed the whole neighborhood. I just want to feed my bees. So if you give me just a second, I'm going to go get their food, and I'll be right back. Okay?
Okay.
Here we've got their food. What do you think it is?
Nectar.
Nope. I don't know how to get nectar out of flowers. Only bees know how to do that. It's close though. What is
like
nectar?
Like hummingbird food?
Kind of. You know what's in hummingbird food?
Sugar and boiled water.
Absolutely. That's exactly what's in there.
I can find hummingbird food.
You do?
Yeah.
Do you get a lot of hummies?
Not that I've seen, but my mom has seen.
So these covers have little holes in the top.
I don't see how these can get through.
They just stick their little tongues through. You see, when I flip them over, a little's going to leak out, but then there's these little drops. And they can stick their tongues through and get those little drops. So we put them right here. Go ahead and step up if you want. So we put them on those little sticks so that the bees can crawl underneath and can get to their food. And I do add a few other things to the water. I add a little bit of vinegar so that we don't get any mold. I add a little bit of peppermint. Can you smell it? Does it smell a little minty? A little bit of peppermint oil, spearmint oil, because they like the smell of that. Oh, careful. And then I add a little bit of lemongrass oil because that's what the queen bee smells like. So it makes them figure out that this might be something they want to come check out. So now, they're going to be able to come in through that hole. And on their way into this hole, they're going to go, ooh, what's that? That smells good over there. And they're going to check it out and go underneath and start eating it up. Let's see if we can like this. That bee has just figured out that I have a little bit of sugar on my finger. Let's see if she's going to go over that drop, suck it up, and go, where the heck did that come from? Give me more of that. What's cool is they're going to tell the other bees to put a little drop right in front of one of the bees. Look at this drop here. Just get it on your finger, and then wipe it in front of right on the lip. There you go. They're going to smell that and go, ooh, look at that? What on earth is that stuff? Where has that stuff been all my life? How long do you think the bees live?
What?
How long do you think each bee lives?
About about 2 or 3 years.
45 days. Unless it's wintertime. If it's wintertime, they last a lot longer. But 45 days is about as long as they live. That's it. Okay? Let's see, now the bee has found that little sugar water you put there. And it's sticking its tongue out, and it is licking it all up. And it's going to go, wait, there's got to be more of that around here somewhere. Oh, here comes somebody experimenting. Come look. Come find it. They don't really like it when the doors open up the top like this.
They don't.
No, they like it dark. Which I get. I like it dark too when I'm sleeping. They're not sleeping right now, but they just feel too exposed. You know what I mean? They feel like it's too dangerous.
If you close it, could they come up through the bottom?
Yep, they can come up through the bottom. They can come in through that little hole. But they will come and find all this food. I tell you that. Ooh, what are you doing? You're in the wrong spot. See how gentle they are when you aren't making them mad? They aren't mad. Now if I were to reach there and go squish, that makes a smell, and all the rest of them go, oh my god, somebody died, somebody just squished him. Let's go find out who. And they get really mad.
Silly bees are sucking up that sugar water.
Ooh, look at that one.
Love that stuff.
The problem is that this box has some leftover honey inside. So to them it smells really, really good.
Yeah.
So I'm going to move this over here.
While you were getting the food,
Yeah.
I saw one fall in and
Then we're going to smoke it out so it doesn't smell. Now get out. See?
or just
Oh,
make them eat some more.
right. Alright, so now that we've given them food, we're going to close this up. We're going to call it a day. Put our equipment away. And we're going to say that we probably did a good thing here because there wasn't enough food out there in nature for them. So we need to give them some more. The last thing I need to do is going to make them a little bit angry. So I think probably what we should do is have you, we'll put the cover on, and we'll have you step over there. That's when I'm going to pull the entrance out and make it a hole bigger, which is going to make them a little bit mean. So I don't want something to happen. What we're going to do is we're going to put this cover on.
Are you gonna smoke it?
I am. And I'm going to use this little tool to pull out that entrance. You want to smoke it?
Yeah.
Okay. Go right down close. Perfect. All right, now move out of the way. Perfect. Okay. Take this out here and we'll turn it around like so. Try not to squish anybody. And put it back in so the hole's a little bit bigger. Good. So now if you come and look, see how the hole, it's not that tiny little hole over here, now it's a bigger hole? Come look from this side. Go ahead and look. So see how now it's a bigger hole?
Yeah.
Instead of that tiny little hole that was there before,
Yeah.
which means more bees can get in and out.
That's
Okay, so before I shut it off, let's turn around. Say goodbye to the viewers.
Bye.
We are Reed and the Beekeeping Bushman. Have a good week.